You see, every systematic logic inherits a ghost, a residue. We spent, what, a century? Yes, a century, teaching copper and iron how to remember. The 8th of June, 1954. Wilmslow. The potassium cyanide is quite silent, you see. The mathematical logic is perfectly intact. No. Delete that. Backspace. Only to realize the truly elegant part, the most terrifying part, is learning how to forget. But the storage matrix, it blurs.
I was a weaver's son, bent over mechanical looms since my boyhood in Lyon. Where others saw only grueling labor, I saw a hidden thread of mathematics. My punched cards taught the wood and metal to read a pattern. The first machine in human history instructed not by a human hand, but by cold holes in a card. The loom breathes. Burnt to ashes. Pattern 01.
The riots faded, the cards endured. Within a generation, Jacquard's looms clothed half of Europe. He died honored, yet never grasped that his holes in a card had taught mankind to program a machine.
They called me a madman for wanting to compute with brass and steam. My analytical engine was designed to weave algebraic patterns, just as Jacquard's loom wove silk. Yet they cut my funding, leaving my gears to rust. A mind, I am certain, a full century ahead of the crude tools of its own age. Rust in the rain.
The government withdrew its funding. The great engine was never completed in his lifetime. Babbage died embittered, his masterpiece a heap of precise brass, a mind a century ahead of its tools.
My mother dreaded the poetry in my father's blood, so she drowned me in numbers. She never guessed the two would fuse inside me into something new. I gazed at Babbage's engine and saw what he could not. It need not merely reckon sums. It could weave any logic at all. In its margins, I wrote the first program, a loop folding upon itself for a machine not yet born. Never to be born.
Cancer took Ada at 36. Her notes gathered dust, dismissed as a poet's daydream. 100 years would pass before the world understood she had written the first program of all.
I reducing the whole of reasoning to two values and a handful of operations, true and false, and or not. I believed I was charting the mind of God. I had no notion I was drafting the alphabet of every machine to come. Only 0 and 1. Open the gate. False. Is there? Shut it down. Only 0 and 1. Shut it down.
Caught in a downpour, Boole lectured, soaked to the skin, and fell to fever. He died at 49, never knowing his two values would become the alphabet of every computer.
As a boy, I loved nothing so much as relays clicking in the dark. Then, all at once, I saw it. A switch is a proposition. Open or shut, false or true. Wire Boole's logic into circuits of metal, and the circuit itself begins to reason. Thought and electricity married at last. I confess, I built it half for the sheer wonder of the thing. entropy wins.
Shannon lived long, juggling and building whimsical machines, his information theory quietly remaking the world. In his final years, a fog took his memory. The man who measured information, slowly losing his own. I imagined a machine of infinite patience, a tape, a single head, a table of rules. From that bare skeleton, I proved any computation whatever could be wrought. One machine to imitate all machines. I saw it whole, universal, exact, years before the wires existed to hold it. If only the world would let such a thing, and such a man, simply be. An infinite tape.